Hi, welcome to the Vaguely Anime Podcast. I am one of the hosts this evening, Michael, followed by others, Kat.
Hi.
I don't know why, but doing that intro felt weirdly out of place.
Why?
I have no idea. I just went to start it and I was like, this feels weird.
That's how it always is. And then it'll go to Sage if Sage is here.
Yeah, I guess. Anyway, we technically have a topic today.
We do?
Kind of. Figures.
Okay, sure.
I don't know. We were talking about it earlier and it was at least somewhere to start.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, actually, before any of that, 2 days ago, I think you messaged me about some kind of Hatsune Miku thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
they're
what?
bringing back Hatsune Miku Expo.
Okay, I was gonna say, so what actually is that thing? Because I did not read what you sent me. I was just like, here's the code. I didn't actually look into any of it.
It's just a concert.
Oh, okay.
For Miku.
I figured it was some kind of special fucking figure or something that you were just getting a pre-order on.
Nope.
So it's just a virtual concert that you can watch?
Well, you go, and then it's like holograms.
Oh, it's something that's here?
It's in New Jersey. But
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I just figured it was gonna be a virtual thing that you could just watch.
I think you could buy tickets for the virtual concert, but you can also go. So have you ever seen those videos? Well, I guess you haven't because you're very confused. So I
know of Hatsune Miku, and I know that she's not real. And that
she's real in our hearts.
Yeah. But so I know of her concert ideas, how they kind of go about it, which is just
yes.
Yeah.
Playing her music
Yeah,
and
a
then
projection.
hologram.
Which, by the way, I totally thought her music was good, but it isn't.
I mean, so the thing.
I didn't remember that she just sounds like a robot.
She's a Vocaloid.
Right, but I didn't know that, or I guess I did at one point and I forgot. I thought somebody was just the voice of her.
Well, somebody is the voice bank, but it
sounds horrible. I thought somebody was actually
on
singing and they were just putting it on this person's body.
No,
not
the whole point of a Vocaloid is somebody made the voice bank.
Right.
And then they use that to create songs. So the thing is, there are a lot of songs that I enjoy, but there's a lot of songs that I hate, because the thing is, anybody can buy it and anybody can make songs. So you can buy her voice bank right now and you can make music with Hatsune Miku. So with that being said, of course there's fucking horrible music because these people have no business making music. So they should
How dare they?
Give up on their dreams. It's not gonna. And making Vocaloid music is actually kind of extra hard, because on top of creating a song, creating lyrics, all of this, you also have to tune her like an instrument. So some people can tune her better than other people can. So
right. Again, I just thought that again, I might have known this at some point. And I know we've had this conversation prior, so that's why I know that she's not a real voice. But I always thought that it was just somebody like voice acting. Somebody's just behind the character saying the words, not a voice bank, but just actually.
Well, but they're Vocaloids, and there's tons of Vocaloids. There's not even just Miku.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound good.
Well, then you don't like the way that they're tuning them.
I think you've shown me her songs too, and I'm that just sounds like a robotic voice.
I don't think I've ever shown you.
I'm fairly certain, because I think last time we brought this up, you played something for me.
I don't think so.
I think so.
Because
or it was Sage.
I don't even know what I would pick out to play to show. If someone was just oh, quick, show me it. I don't even know what I would show. So that's why I don't think that I did.
Then maybe
show
it was
you.
Sage.
Maybe.
But you don't have a song that you're this is her best song?
No.
Or top 3? I
mean, there's songs that I like, but there's no. Just because I like them doesn't mean that I would think that somebody else would. So that. So Ryan likes some of, they're not. I guess they're Miku's songs, but they're not really. They're by whoever produced it. It's their songs, and Miku is singing it, so it feels weird to say Miku's songs. But anyway, okay. I'll just say that for context, I guess. Ryan, because I've shown over the years, because I think I've been getting into Miku for the past maybe 3 years.
I feel like you were into Miku before you were into anime.
Yes, I think that is true.
I was like, I don't know if that's factually true, but it feels like that's true.
I think that is true. But so I think it's been like around like 3 years, and granted, like I don't have that much knowledge the same way that I have really no band knowledge. Like I just know songs, but I don't know anything about like it's the same thing. So like, you know, there's lots of lore and like stuff like that, and you know, like I play Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage, so there's some plot in there, but that's also just a separate game with separate people also in it, so like that's its own thing. But so because of that, over the years I've shown Ryan songs. There are songs that he likes and then ones that I like. Like, so I like, there's like metal songs that they put Miku on. Granted, if Kieran was here, I don't know if he would be like, this isn't real metal, like whatever. But to me, yeah, so like we're not going to bring it up to him. But to me, they, you know, like I like the heavier rock metal like songs that people put on. I don't know why. I think it's really fun, just like the contrast of it. Ryan doesn't really like those songs. It's like, so those are ones that I enjoy really well. But if I was going to introduce Miku to someone, like I don't think I'd show them those. So that's why I'm saying, if like I don't think I did show you music, because I don't know what the fuck you don't want to like scare someone. You want to like pick the best of like to try to get them into it.
I feel like if you have to be like,
there are classics that people like usually start with, but like those aren't, you know, my favorites. So
I just feel like when you have to preface something with you don't want to scare somebody like off of the thing, that it's not great.
But that's the thing of how I said there's people, anybody can make music. So of course there's horrible music like when they're on it. Like,
but like, are there like official releases from the people that made her?
I don't think it's from them specifically, but there are certain producers that, so like the songs on Colorful Stage, there's probably like 100 of them, maybe more. And
my holo shipped.
Oh, yeah. We're just talking about that. We'll get into that.
Yeah.
But
I was like, why do I keep getting fucking buzzes on my phone? It's just 30 different emails about.
Well, that's the thing too, is that'll happen to me too. They'll email me like 3 times being like, this shipped. I'm like, I get it. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Like, they'll be like, this was delivered. And I'm like, why are you sending it 3 times? But anyways, doesn't matter. But so, fuck, what was I saying?
Dude, I asked if the people that made her make.
So, on there's like certain songs that like make it onto there, and then there's obviously, because there's thousands of songs that have her on it. I think they pay the artists like for the song, so I think there are some that are like official, I guess. I'm pretty sure she has like a page on like Spotify, so she does. And there's certain songs that are there. So I think that those ones, they pay the artist. Basically, they think it's good enough that, you know, they'll be part of it. I assume. I don't actually know that that's true, but that's what makes sense to me, because there's thousands of songs and trash songs, so. Well,
I mean, yeah, if everybody and anybody can fucking get it.
Yes.
It's like, you know, the same like any idiot with a gun.
Exactly.
Any idiot with a Hatsune Miku.
Yeah, with a Hatsune Miku bank can make awful music.
There's a bad joke that I could make there, but I'm not going to.
All right.
I feel like you could probably guess what
yes.
it is. Yeah.
I think most people can.
So I'll leave it to that. But so there's a concert in person that you're gonna go to, and like, is it just like, is she just gonna be like projected on a screen? Because I know I've seen footage where like they use that like really expensive shit that actually makes it look 3D. I'm assuming that's not gonna be in a random fucking place in Jersey.
It's like a world tour.
Oh, so it might be. I'm just thinking they're just gonna like be like, fuck it, slap a projector and fucking throw her on a projection screen.
Oh, like in the past it has looked like that, but with technology like evolving, it looks way better than that. But you know how if you've ever seen like certain concerts where everybody has like their glow sticks and they're like stuff like that, like it's that, but just to Hatsune Miku. So
Right.
But she's having a world tour and she hasn't in I don't know how many years. I think like the last one was probably like 2016, which obviously I wasn't into Miku yet. I didn't even know.
And now you have like 30 billion figures of her.
No, I don't.
All right, sorry. You have $30 billion worth of figures of her.
So like that, those are the ones I have to email about. Be like, where are my $500 Miku figures?
Did you get like 4 of them?
No, I only got 2. I wanted to get more, but I limited myself and I only got 2. One of them kind of looks like Hu Tao, or it's like the same kind of vibe of Hu Tao.
I was like, isn't one with like a flag in like fall season or some shit, like, or a flag?
She's on
umbrella.
like a giant tree.
Yeah.
I think one has an umbrella. That's the other one that has like a little panda, and then the other one is like Hu Tao, and has like the same flowers, and she's got like. I don't know. It just gave me Hu Tao vibes, so I was like, this is perfect. I'm, of course, going to give them all of my money, like, for this. So I have those, and then I have 2 of this one, but I bought one specifically to have here because it was, like, $20 on sale, so I just got it. Because remember, I was bringing the one I had at home back and forth.
Yeah.
And then I have 2 of the Nino because instead of having to bring them back and forth, except this is the bootleg.
Right. I mean, you have one of the expensive ones here.
Yeah, which I'll eventually take when I eventually have a place to put my figures instead of in a box. And so,
yeah.
I really don't. I saw 3. Do I count the doubles? Because I don't think they really count. I bought it specifically.
Let's
just
ignore the doubles for right now.
Okay, so I have a Nendroid. I actually think I have 2 Nendroids, but one's
different.
Boxed.
Okay.
Well, yeah. There's obviously I didn't buy like the same. I think I bought the Project Sekai version, and then I got like an anniversary one. So I have 2 Nendroids. I have the Sakura Miku. I have the 2 expensive ones that are coming at an unknown time. And I have a bunny girl figure of her. 6.
So
only 2 of them are expensive. 4 of
all
them are
bunny
cheap
girl
figures.
ones are usually expensive though.
No. Yeah. It's like a little like cheapo.
I was like basically always, can you send me ones? And I'm like, I'm never spending this money.
I won't either, but not because of how expensive it is, because of how fucking big they are.
Oh, yeah.
They are like over a foot tall. And I'm like, where the fuck am I going to put this? So like people have rooms.
I mean,
yeah, like where they have like giant, and I'm like, I can't, like I just can't. If they were just smaller, like I'll give you all of my money, but like they're just too fucking big that I'm just like, no.
I'm glad that like for the most part, I'm like, no, it needs to be a costume that they actually wear. Like,
oh yeah, you're
the
limited to that.
Holo was the only exception because there were no other good figures of her until this one, and I had the chance to, like, so I had pre-ordered a Holo figure like forever ago, in 2021, I think, around there, because it was the only one that looked good, and like because all of them had like messed up faces, or there weren't a lot of options to begin with. So I was like, fuck it, this is the only one. I'll buy one expensive figure. I was like, because I don't like buying expensive figures because I think it's superfluous. But I was like, all right, fuck it. I want one good Holo figure. I'll buy this one. And then like a few months ago, I guess when Crunchyroll was doing their like site changeover, when they
just switched it back. Like,
did they?
Pretty much. Like I really can't even tell the difference, because remember like a while ago I was complaining.
Their video player is way better.
But I'm talking about the store.
Oh yeah, the video side of it much better.
But the store, because remember I was complaining that because I check pretty much daily or every other day to see what figures go up. How they had the new to old, and then I could see anything that they just put up on the site, and then they removed it, and then I just couldn't do it. They moved it back, so I don't know.
I mean, they might have updated other stuff and then just put other features back in that they had to take out to update.
I can't remember what it was before, but it's pretty much almost the same.
They did the site changeover, and I guess at some point it messed up some people's orders. At least it did for mine. And when I reached out to them, it made it seem like it happened to some people. Because for like a few months, I just didn't see that I had purchased it. Like I still had the email that was like, hey, you pre-ordered this thing. And so I was like,
in your email at the bottom, it says, it's not, is it track? It might be track. There's like a button that says like track your purchase or something. Do you have that?
I mean, I just had the straight up email that was like, here's your order code. And
at
here's
the bottom.
Money. I mean, probably, but it's already canceled, so does it matter?
Well, I'm just curious if you had it because I'm curious if
it
my shit's
existed in
fucked up.
2001.
2001.
Yeah, 2001.
Oh my God.
I actually can't pull it up on this. But yeah, so I was gonna on the podcast. I think I was talking about it because I was typing up the email, and you pulled up the list.
Order status, yes.
Yeah, and you were like, "Oh no, it just says it's delayed. Don't worry about it." And I was
Yeah.
like, "All right, fine." So I X'd out of the email, and then 2 more months or whatever from that episode went by. Like literally 2 days ago, I was like, "I'm gonna email them." It's still not on my thing. I was like, "Fuck it." Because I did look it up. I found the thing where it's like, where's the delayed things. And it was still on there as delayed. But it's also in stock. So I was like, all right,
well,
fuck?
Yeah, that's the thing, too, is there's so many figures that I have that they say that they're in stock. So I'm like, send me my fucking shit. Like, Kitagawa's Nendoroid has been in stock for, like, months now, and I haven't gotten her. Like... So, but now I'm wondering, because that happened to you, if I need to reach out to them because they're going to be like, what are you talking about? I don't know said figure.
I just see view order details.
View order status? Yeah, I think that's the same thing.
That. So anyway, yeah. I was like, all right, fuck it. So I reached out to them and I was like, hey, here's my order fucking number in it, and I screenshotted the email itself being like, here's the thing. I pre-ordered this forever ago. Does the order still exist? Because I no longer see it in my order history, and if not, can you either like move it to a new one and ship me, like, you know, or do you have to refund it and I have to order
I'm surprised that they actually said no, because, and I mean, maybe it's different if something's damaged, but I got a ReZero like wall scroll for Ryan, and that shit came jacked up. It was like in half, like it was broken. But the worst part is it was re-taped up in the box, so like somebody saw it was broken and then like re-taped it and then said, I was like, what the fuck is it?
It was definitely the packaging.
Well,
like
yeah, so I sent the pictures and I was like, what is this? And then they like redid everything, so like they reordered it because obviously they weren't making me pay for it, and then sent it out. So I did
indeed have to pay for it.
So I got all those notifications and being like, you ordered this, even though I wasn't doing it. So that's why I'm surprised that they didn't do that.
They did
for this.
give me a $10 like off thing too, which I actually couldn't use because I already had a discount thing in it.
Oh yeah, you can't use both.
Yeah, but so it technically having to reorder it cost me $5 extra, and I paid, it was $194
even with the discount.
Yeah, it was $194 when I bought it, when I pre-ordered it back in 21. And now with a 10% off discount, it was $199. I was like,
oh shit!
Right,
I gotta email them. One of them's gone. One of the oh no, it's there. Oh god, that scared the shit out of me. I ordered an expensive albedo for Ryan for something. I don't remember what I bought it for at the time because obviously it was like 2 years ago.
Right.
And then the one with the umbrella and the panda, the Miku figure, I just didn't see it because it's showing me all the ones that have been delivered already, because usually when I order things that are in stock and pre-order, which might actually have saved my stuff because you just ordered a pre-order and then it like vanished.
Right.
But because I had stuff already delivered, then maybe that's not. I think I'll still send them an email just in case, and I'll literally say, hey, my friend said you guys, like, am I gonna get this shit? Because that albedo figure is in stock right now.
Right.
So, but it does say at the bottom, like, the albedo, this version, the Hatsune Miku, preparing for shipping. And then it just says,
yeah, mine just straight up didn't exist anymore.
But
the guy
that's
was
what I'm
like,
wondering.
yeah, I think that that happened when we transferred over. So he's like, yeah, you're just gonna have to. We'll refund you, and just gonna have to. So I had a moment where I could have been like, I could just take this refund and move on. I have a holo figure.
You should have done it because there's a different one that I liked better. So I think you should have taken the money from that one and ordered the. You probably wouldn't like it though because you have your thing about it has to be the outfit.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you sent me whatever the one.
Yeah, the one where she's in like a little. It's not a maid outfit, like a.
Like the tight kippao, it's like a Chinese dress.
No.
Oh, because I don't like that one.
It's almost like fuck. What is the? I can't think of what it's like. She's got like an apron.
Is she holding apples?
I think.
I didn't like that one's face.
That one's face is better. Maybe we're not talking about the other one. I gotta see. You pulling it up?
I was going to, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna keep looking. Yeah. So my Anya pop-up parade. That's also in stock. Says prepping for shipping. But when it says prepping for shipping,
that's kind of a rad Midoriya figure.
How long? Which one?
Oh, it's only $30 too.
Which one?
Are you caught up?
No, but that means I know anime. What that means. I'm not caught up, but that means I know what figure you're talking about because I saw it.
It's kind of a raw figure.
Yeah.
It's actually really good for $30.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. Oh, well, it's pre-order. I'm not gonna do that now. Pre-orders take for fucking ever, and it's not worth it. I'll just wait for it to exist. That's usually always my go-to.
Oh, this is the.
This one?
No.
No?
Look. This is the. Yeah, the bunny girl.
This is riveting for people, I'm sure.
I know. I feel bad. But
this one.
Yeah. What would you call that?
Like. I would almost say like what's the word?
My
I'm
head
looking
kept
for
going
here?
to like milkmaid, but like that's so not right.
My brain went to like Sound of Music, like
yeah,
Swiss like
kind of
traditional dresses. Nah.
I like that one.
It doesn't look enough like her.
Well, so because you care about the outfits and stuff, so
the only exception is that dress. It's like because it was just the only one that looked good to me.
Prepping for shipping, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Good there.
But anyway, so yeah, but like so that saves me a lot of money because most of the time I see expensive ones and I'm like, those look cool, but I don't want it because it doesn't look like them or it doesn't look like what they would wear or something like that, you know. So I'm like, all right, cool, like because I want the thing that they're wearing, like that's what I want of a figure.
But wouldn't you? I don't know. Like, wouldn't you just want one and then, like, the other ones you get, like, fun outfits?
But the other ones are fucking $1 billion. I
guess.
It's not worth it to me.
I guess.
Like, sure, if
like,
they were, like, $20 in that, maybe.
It's fun to, well, if you want Rem ones, she's got millions of them, and they're usually, like, $20-$30.
I like my one Rem, and I'm okay with that. And I didn't even buy that one.
Yeah.
It was a gift. So, and it's not in her outfit, but it's fine, because I didn't pay for it, and it looks nice. And it was a gift from, Colin and well, all of you maybe. I don't remember. We got it on the podcast. Colin. Yeah. But yeah, no. So I'm more of it needs to be an outfit from the anime or manga or whatever.
Well, saved you money.
Yeah.
I like the fun outfit. Like the Rem
yeah, but that's why it cost
Amelia.
you $1 billion.
I know, but isn't it sick?
Yeah, but I'm like, yeah, that's sick, but I'm also like, thank God I'm like
thank God I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like, I can appreciate them. Like, I'll see, like, rad figures and stuff and be like, those are fucking cool.
But the thing that sucks is I'll buy things, like, so quickly and be like, oh, my God, I need that. And then I'll get them and I'll be like, why did I buy this? Like, I was watching Attack on Titan, especially if I'm, like, watching the show when it, like, comes out, which is usually what happens because if people are watching it, they're releasing figures. Right. Like I got like a Mikasa Nendroid and I'm like, why did I buy this? Like I don't even like her that much. Like I do like her, but like not enough. She's not on my top list. Like right. I'm like, why did I buy this? Monica from Doki Doki Literature Club. I bought an Nendroid of that. Why? Like, why did I? But I was playing and I'm like, sick game. Like, I bought it, but I'm like, why am I buying this? So there's lots of figures that I buy that I'm like, why did I spend my money? I mean,
on like
this?
At this point, I'm basically figured out. Like, I'm good. They exist for this, and that's pretty much the justification I needed, I guess. But I already had them prior.
I guess.
But like, I don't really need any more. Like, I mean, if like I was to get them like as gifts or like there's a specific one that kind of stands out, like I might grab another or whatever. Like that Midoriya one's kind of rad, but I'll probably forget about it by the time it exists.
That's the other thing. I have like the same Bakugo figure. I don't need that Bakugo. Why did I buy him? Like he was
cool, though.
cheap. So I know, and that's why I was like, but I don't need.
I don't know
like,
what it is with My Hero that has like really good cheap figures.
Yeah, I guess because people want him. Like I bought the movie figures in their outfits that they wear for 10 fucking seconds, which thought they were gonna be wearing that the whole time. They're rad outfits, and so the figures
They
came
look
out.
The same though.
The figures came out before the movie did.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that in this movie they would wear it for the beginning 2 minutes and then go back to their normal outfits. And so I bought all 3 of them because I was like, I can't just, buy one. I gotta have the set of them, especially because their outfits are a little bit different than each other. They're huge. They're fucking huge. Like they're literally like this tall. And so I don't like them anymore. Not I don't like them. They're fine, but they just don't go with like, I don't know. Like I think I only have Deku out, and then Todoroki and Bakugo are in boxes because they're so fucking big. And Deku came. I mean, not Deku. Yeah. Deku is the one, and then that Bakugo. That's what it is. Oh, and then I have a Todoroki. Oh, and I bought a really nice big Todoroki that's just sitting in my closet because I don't have space. I bought that at Comic-Con.
Oh yeah.
But the specifically the movie ones, like they're just so big that like it's just weird. So like I don't know. So like eventually when me and Ryan move in together, I might like pawn them off to his computer and be like, because he likes My Hero, like they can go over there because they're just not going with like, they're just too big. Like if they're comparable in size to like my giant ass nice $500, like why are they that big? Like that's my problem.
Yeah, but
I just don't like
if they're good quality and they weren't expensive, that's like great.
They were like $50 each.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
especially if they're that big.
They're nice, but they're just too big. Like it just doesn't. I don't think I have a picture of my dresser, but
I mean, like you could always do what other people do,
just,
which is just like when you have shelves, you just have shelves of like.
They'll be
series.
at the bottom. They'll be
well,
at the bottom.
Or that, or I was gonna say series. So it's like all the My Hero stuff. So then bigger
Yeah.
ones make sense because it's just surrounded by other ones.
I guess that's true.
So
I don't know. My idea.
I just shoved the 2 bad ones in the top over there, so that way nobody sees them.
My idea is if, I mean, eventually when I open them all and I'm putting them all, like I'll just bring the other ones over here and like they'll just sit here, like, because that's what I did with fucking Emily up there and fucking 02, which is kind of close, but it's just
Emily.
Like,
it's still funny every time.
Like what is that? Like they did, and it's so horrible because that's one of my favorite of her outfits. I think Amelia has such good outfits in the show, and they're so like subtle. Just all of a sudden, she's just like in a cute little like nice outfit, and I really like the green one too. But there's no figure of her green outfit. And then the picture looks exactly how she fucking would look as Amelia, and then that's what like.
I just like how her facial expression is just like.
Well, it's based off of art. There's art. She's in like a little flower field, and they did that.
Okay.
But they just fucked that up. And what I don't get is some pop-up parades are great.
Some are, some aren't. And
Great.
Then there's the Yoko.
Yes.
Which like Yoko like looks fine, but is weirdly so small.
Yeah.
Like
that too.
Like those 3
02
figures.
looks shitty.
Those 3 figures are like randomly small. The fucking Goblin Slayer, these 2, like proportionally sized.
And then sometimes they're really big.
Yeah.
Like
I don't.
I couldn't. Those are pop-up parades, aren't they? Or no?
What, these?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? No, these are.
Oh.
Those are movie things.
Oh, they have pop-up parades of them, so that's why I wasn't
No, because
sure.
they go together.
Oh. Fancy.
The like I
That's
haven't
cool.
moved these in a while.
How much were these?
No idea. I bought them when the movie came out.
These are nice. I would assume they're cheap if you bought them.
Yeah, I don't think they were particularly expensive in any way. Let's see if I can. Now they're here, so we're just gonna have them out for the rest of the episode, I guess. Plus the box is nice,
Yeah.
so I just keep the box there because Oh, I feel like it look actually like because it also has the fucking lens flare. So, but yeah, I don't think they were all that expensive, and they look really good. So that's cool. And the other, he's had 2 movies out now since, right? Yeah, Weathering with You and Suzume. I didn't remember what the word was.
What are you talking about?
I didn't remember what her name was.
We saw it.
Did we? You went to that one with me?
To Suzume?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sure.
You were talking about the one with the chair?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I still think none of them have been as good as Your Name, but they have all still been good.
I really liked Suzume.
I thought it was really good.
You guys did it. You guys were bashing on it. I was like, I liked the movie.
I think it's still good. It's just still not as good. Like, I think it's I feel like Your Name, if Your Name's a 10, right? Like, Weathering with You is like a 9 or an 8. And then Suzume is like an 8 or a 7. I mean, they're all gorgeous to look at, regardless of my viewpoint of the story.
They just came out with Nendroids of Suzume, and I'm blanking on the guy's name. And
couldn't even tell you.
I can't. I'm literally blanking on it. But so that's another thing that I'm like so tempted to be like, oh fuck yeah. But I feel like I'd get them and I'd be like,
I mean, at least Nendroids aren't expensive.
That's true. Thank God. But
Yeah.
some of them are. So like the Doki Doki Literature one for Monica, I think it was like $80. And I usually have a discount, so like I don't actually pay the full price. But even that, like I should have just been like, no. Like I just should have gotten it. I just
should have just been like, no.
Yeah, like I just shouldn't. I was so excited, and then it came, and I was like, why did I purchase this? The same with I have 4 of the BTS boys. Why did I buy this? Like, and that one's even worse because I'll buy figures because I'm like, well, they can't be alone. Like I gotta get them a friend. Like, so I wanted RM. RM's my favorite.
Right.
And then I was like, oh, but you know, the J-Hope one looks cute. I'd be like, oh, but I like V. And V's looks cute. And I'd be like, Jungkook's looks really good. I don't even really like Jungkook that much. And like, but I was just like that. And then at that point, I was like, well, I'm so close to completing the band. And so should I just complete the band? But then I'm like, no, I don't like Suga. I don't want that. So then meaning I shouldn't get that. So then I didn't get Jin. And then I didn't get Jimin. So like, but I should have just gotten RM and just been done with it. So instead,
now you just have
I
half
paid
the band.
$200 to have half of the band because they're each
Christ.
$50. So if I got 4 of it, you know, like $200 for no reason. And I could have lived without the RM one too, but like that's the thing. Like there's just no.
You're really bad at like not spending your money, huh?
Yeah. Sure. So like that's the thing, and or I'll get too many of like one thing. So like right now I'm getting so many Licorice Recoil figures, which
So many.
yes,
How many?
them in Nendroids, so that's 2 already. Them in their cafe wear, them in their uniforms with their guns, and now I'm getting 2 swimsuit ones
Why?
because they're all fucking cute, and I can't just get one. They're a pair. I obviously have to get. Well, I like both of them, so this one's okay. Like versus like the BTS where I don't like. I mean, I like.
No, one of them is one of them. You can justify getting one of them, which is the main girl, because
No, Takina's my favorite.
right, but she looks generic. At least the other one looks interesting.
But Takina's my favorite, so obviously I would want the figure of Takina. I don't know. They just keep releasing cute ass fucking figures.
You think that they're
of
gonna
them.
be lore accurate and have her be wearing like boxers or whatever, and the other one wearing actual girly
That
underwear?
would be so fucking funny. I can't wait to find out. I don't know, but that's so true.
I mean, there's a chance to be lore accurate. Someone's got to find out, and I guess
one
it's
of those figures, right?
One of them has to be wearing regular underwear.
The cafe one, you probably won't be able to. You probably will only be able to see it on their uniforms with their guns.
Yeah.
Takina's like holding like a big ass machine gun.
You're gonna have to report back.
I know, but it's not gonna come out for like 2 years.
You'd have to report back in 2 years and be like, all right, so I've looked under their skirts.
The worst.
They're both just in panties.
The classic white panties that they like
doing. It's
doing.
a lie. They weren't actually good figures.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? But yeah, and they were expensive. Those are like expensive figures. Not the swimsuit ones. They're really cute. They're just like in little chairs, like sitting, and they're in like swimsuits. They're cute. I think they're like $40. So I could have just gotten those to begin with, but those came out last. So I've already purchased the other ones. But actually, I'm missing, unless I'm just, because they came out at different times, which is like the worst part. I have to like go digging through my email to find it. I think I'm missing 2 Chisatos. I thought I was missing one of the Takinas, but I think I'm missing Chisato's Nendroid and Chisato's... No, am I missing Takina's Kef? See, I don't even know. I the amount of figures that I've bought and then
this
just
would
like...
really be more convenient if you just had a profile and you could just look at the things you bought.
I guess, but you can always check out as a guest. So I always just check out as a guest.
Right, but like if you just made a profile and then also paid for the premium thing, you'd get 10% off anyway. Every time.
But is that 10% worth it when
you're ordering all of this stuff? Probably, and also it would all be in one place for you to be able to track.
I'm just going to start ordering on your account. I'll put my card in and I'll just order.
As long as you don't pay on my card.
So then it'll be there. They'll all just... I don't know.
No, well, then if I have to buy stuff, then all your shit's there. I mean, whatever.
What does that matter? You go look for your 2 orders, maybe?
So you
just said you were fine.
So I was just thinking, like, what other expensive figures I think I've bought, and so I guess technically this Assassin's Creed one was technically expensive because it was like a premium version of the game. So it's like I don't even remember. It's been a billion years since that game came out, but pretty sure that constitutes being expensive. That one of those Gokus, I want to say the cell shaded one, was also like a premium version of a game. And then that Broly is expensive.
Came with 2 stands like that?
I bought those stands.
Oh.
Because he doesn't stand up on his own.
Oh. I was like, what kind of janky ass?
Yeah, no, he doesn't stand up on his own, and those really barely work.
They work enough.
Yeah, they work enough because he's clearly there, but like if anything like actually moves the thing, like he'll fall over. And then technically that communist statue is really expensive, but I didn't buy it. So
it's a good figure.
Yeah. But so like I have a few expensive ones, but like they're also years old at this point, so I don't even remember how expensive they were. So it's like
don't need to worry about
guilt-free.
Yeah. Well, that's how I am. I'm like, oh, this figure that I ordered is coming 2 years later. Sweet. I don't know how much I spent on this.
Yeah, I just got almost $200 back from something I pre-ordered 2 years ago. I could have just walked away. Yeah. Could have walked away.
No. That's a thing of like why people don't like they don't like pre-ordering on there. They usually try and do like Ami because like you don't have to pay for it up front. Crunchyroll, like you do. So people cancel their pre-orders all the time. Like they'll just be like, you know what? They'll just go through like things that they've ordered. Like if they're, short on money or something, and be like, why did I get like let's cancel this?
Right.
Which I think would be better for me, but I'm pretty sure Ami it has to be shipped from Japan, so then you're paying a premium for shipping.
Yeah, but it's probably still
Crunchyroll. You don't spend on shipping, and that's why I like buying through them.
Right.
But there's also tons of figures that don't go through Crunchyroll, like they don't get them. So
I think there's like one character I would definitely shell out a little bit more money for a figure, which would be of Nia from
do they even have one?
I've never found one that's actually good. And there was one like forever ago, but it's now expensive because it was forever ago.
So why didn't you?
Because it's not worth that. Like it's not worth it for that.
But why didn't you get it forever?
Oh
ago?
No, because I didn't really watch anime until.
Oh.
It
was already expensive by the time.
Yeah,
like
it like from when it originally came out, which I did not watch it anywhere near that time. So it was already like years old and not a thing anymore. Like it had been out of production for years. So. But like, so if something like that popped up, I'd I'd probably buy it, like, not like insanely expensive. Like, if there was a pop-up parade version of it, I'd be like, all right, yeah, sure, whatever. Like $50 max. I feel like I'd be like, all right, as long as it looks good.
I'm surprised that there's like
Only Yoko, really, and there's not even all that many.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's like an expensive one, but it's also not in the outfit from the show, so like whatever.
Your prototype was released May 27th.
Oh,
It's coming out.
apparently.
There you go.
Cool. All right, it
I was
exists.
like, I feel like I saw this, but I'm surprised I didn't send it to you then.
A prototype. So like they only just now got around to it.
Yes. Like, meaning it will come
Exist
out.
at some point. So I'll have at least one more figure, and then like, you know, I mean, who knows? There'll be another anime that comes out that I'm sure I'll be like, all right, I'll buy a figure from this. But
Well,
I'm also just kind of figured out, like, unless I like straight up like, you know, have. Well, I mean, I was gonna say have my own place. I do, but like, like where I'm just like gonna be at forever. Where I'm like, all right, cool. This is like I've paid for this house.
Yeah.
This is mine, and I can set it up, and theoretically, whoever the fuck I'm moving into a house with doesn't hate the things I like.
you can't have your own like little room.
Yeah, but it's not fun if you only have one room.
Why?
You should be able to have nerd shit around your entire house. You should be able to.
You'd want to like move them around.
No. What I mean is like some people are like, yeah, my wife lets me have a room. You know, it's like
Room's fine with me.
right, but like I would rather be able to have my interests around the house.
Yeah, but like I would want one space with my anime figures. Like I don't want Nino in the living room, Miku's in the bedroom. Like you know, like I mean, it's better. It's just like one spot.
I feel like
But
random.
also, you're marrying the wrong person if they're not letting you have
That's what I'm saying.
whatever thing.
Right.
So.
Or at some point I just realized whatever, it doesn't matter anymore, and I'll just marry someone that says yes. Who knows? That's for future me to find out.
Oh my god.
Or they lied and they were like, yeah, that's totally fine. Then you marry them and then you
that
gotta
actually
move in.
does
Yeah.
happen. So that's true.
So, or it's just they're just a different person after like 10 years.
That's the thing. Okay, so have I ever brought up to you the idea of separate bedrooms with your partner?
You haven't. I've heard this before though, but
So I want to do that, and Ryan is so against it, but I still want to sleep in the same room. Like, that's not the problem. Like, I just want... Because he says, oh, you can decorate however you want. Like, I don't give a shit. But I don't...
I'm
like,
the same way.
Like, I feel like it's healthier if you just you have your space, like, with whatever the hell you want, because obviously I don't like the same things. Like, he doesn't have Dragon Ball stuff, but say he wanted that. I don't want that jacking up my little, like, girly anime. Like, you know, like, I don't want that. Like, how I was talking about how, you know, I might stick my My Hero figures, like, in his face.
Right.
Like, I like that idea. So, like, to have your own space to do like whatever you want with it, because I also feel like he shouldn't be forced to be around, you know, my anime figure. I mean, he usually likes the same people, but like, you know what I'm saying? So I like that idea so much, but he doesn't like that idea because he thinks that it's gonna be like, go to your room, I'm locking you out of my room. Like,
Go to your room.
because I originally,
I mean, to be fair, I have heard like couples and whatnot, where they're like, no, it's pretty great. Like, especially if you are having some kind of fight and you can just kind of spend a night separate.
That's what he's worried about.
Yeah, but he's like also other people brought up like it's not even. Some people they're like, honestly, yeah, if you want to sleep together, you can. But like, it's also pretty nice just sometimes to have your own bed.
Well, so that's the thing. Also, if he's just like, oh, well, then you might go sleep in like your room and you won't come in. I'm like, I'm always the one who asks you to sleep over. So do you really think I'm gonna be the one that's like gonna go sleep in the other room? Because I did say that I wanted beds in both rooms, but that wasn't because of like having plans to like do that, or you know, if there's a fight or what, like there's a couch, like that doesn't matter.
Right.
It's more the fact of
there's a couch. Either way, it's like planning for the fight anyway, so might as well have a comfy bed.
But that's not what it is. It's more of like the fact of if he's staying up late and I just want to go the fuck to bed and it's too loud, like I could just go in the other room and then he could come into that room and sleep. Like we got 2 beds that are comfy. Like it doesn't matter which bed you're sleeping in. So, you know, he can finish and go in there. Or I mean, this isn't a problem anymore, but when he used to be a bartender and, you know, I have my office job, he's sleeping during the day, so I have meetings, so that's good to not be in the room that, like, he's obviously. So I don't know, to me, like, that sounds like a good idea, is to like have these separate spaces, especially because we both, you know, have our own PC setups and play very different video games, and we're both very loud people. Like, I don't want to be listening to you while you're doing this.
Well, you can always just have separate, like, offices.
So what's the difference of just putting a fucking bed in there? Like, a futon? Like,
look, I'm not the one disagreeing here. I'm like, I've heard this before, and I understand the reasoning.
So
now, if my girlfriend was also bringing this up, like, I don't Ryan's chill, but I can hear Ryan's disagreement in my head of this conversation. Yes. I would probably not have the same issues. I'd just be like, I mean, yeah, whatever, that's fine. And, like, I feel like in the moment when you're actually there and the situation exists and they're like, I'm going to my room, and it's like, well, this is a bummer that we have this option, but also it's better that it's than one of us sleeping on a couch.
Yes.
So, like, there's really no downside, I feel like. That's just
what I'm saying. Like, if you can afford to have 2 bedrooms, because obviously, you know, in this economy,
sometimes you just want to have your own bed, you know, like you want to be able to sprawl out or whatever.
I mean, I could just sprawl out anyways, even if he is there. So, like,
yeah, well, that happened with my ex, and I was always just fucking pushed off the bed. So sometimes it'd be nice to be like, all right, I'm going to go to the other bed.
But that doesn't mean you're not going to be followed into the other room. Because I can see myself doing that. It'd be like, he's sick of being pushed off the bed. He goes to the other room. I wake up and nobody's there. I'm going to go look for you. So that's the thing also is...
lock the door.
With
just a sign that's like, you were pushing me off,
go to, like, do not
stay
enter. Away. With Kenji, the 2 of us will be like spooning and then Ryan's like falling off the bed, like, so. But you could just get a bigger bed. So that's the thing of, like, because eventually when I bring Miku and he brings Kenji, there's gonna be 2 pets that want to sleep in the bed.
There's 3 cats.
Yeah, but so the complicated thing with that is my oldest cat, Mittens, hates Miku with, like, a burning passion. She sees her, she's leaving. Like, always. It's been 2 years. I thought she would have gotten over it. She has not. She definitely resents me, like, for
just
bringing...
walks in just like this fucking
No, literally,
bitch.
like, if I'm petting her, she's purring, Miku will come in the room. She'll like, huff and puff and she'll leave. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, she detests... But I have another cat, and she didn't act this way with Mochi. So there's clearly something about their personalities that she just fucking hates Miku. Like, I don't. But so Mochi, which is the middle one, is really attached to my mom because when I got Mochi, I was working as a maid and I was doing long hours. And so while she was a kitten, only my mom was around. So she ended up getting really attached to her. I think Mochi would be really sad if I took her. Like, obviously, I would love to take her, but I think she would be really sad. And then Mittens, I think it would be healthier for her to just not have to be around Miku. Plus, she likes my aunt. So that's what I have decided. For the better of everybody, just Miku is going to come with me. Though I would like to take all of them. I feel like it wouldn't be fair to
How's
them.
How's Miku with Kenji?
They have not met yet. I think Saturday is going to be the first meeting.
Well, if it's anything like the cats meeting each other, it's gonna go swimmingly.
Well, if that's how it ends, that's good. Like, that's the better of, you know, Kenji trying to eat her or something. So if it's just because if they can just live in a house where they just, like, don't interact, that's fine. They don't have to.
Right.
But that's the better instead of, you know, being hunted down by a Shiba Inu. Like, so.
Well, because, aren't Shibas super jealous creatures? Aren't they, like, very jealous pets?
They're very stubborn. I don't know about jealous, actually. Ryan has another dog, and Kenji doesn't really care when she's getting attention. So
because
I don't know.
Well, it's funny because Nia, my cat, met my parents' puppy, Bo, and it was like I don't think I talked about this on the podcast, but it was like this really funny moment because Bo like sauntered in because his little puppy, so his paws are like too big for him, so he flops around, and I brought Nia over to him, and he was like wagging his tail. He's like, "New thing, what is this?" Got near Nia. Nia didn't do anything. Nia just like looked at him, and then he immediately went like sulked down and walked away all sad and like scared.
God.
And I literally picked up Nia. I was like, "What did you do?" And she just like looked at me and she just like was like, and I was like, "All right."
Threatened him.
Yeah, she just like looked at him and
scared
him.
Don't they say that they only speak to humans? Like that's not actually how animals communicate. Isn't that a thing?
What, in terms of noises?
Yeah, like they'll meow and stuff.
Well, cats just do that because it gets humans' attention. It doesn't mean anything.
Well, yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. If like she was threatening him, but like you didn't hear anything because she doesn't need to.
Like she didn't hiss at him, nothing. Just like, and I even like put her like, you know, when we Nia and Miku, like when I put Miku near Nia, like Nia hissed, which she's never done since or before. But with Bo,
maybe Miku's just really unlikable.
maybe, maybe Miku's in the wrong.
She might be.
Maybe Mittens was just chilling and Miku like showed up and was like, "Fuck you," and was like, "Fine, screw you."
She was, because she's fine with Mochi. So like,
yeah, maybe Miku's the problem.
I think Miku is the problem, but Miku's a little trash goblin anyway, so I wouldn't be that surprised. So,
but yeah, like Bo just was like, I don't like this anymore, and just like would walk away from her. And like Nia didn't really react in any way. Like I put her down and she was just kind of like, or I was like holding her and they were kind of just getting near each other. If anything, like Nia was kind of scared sometimes. Like she would just like turn around, like put her head into me. But like,
well, that's the thing of like what I feel like Miku is gonna do. Remember how she was just like face in the couch? Like she's just like, if I can't see anything, it doesn't exist. Like I feel like she's gonna do that.
The same thing.
Yeah, like I don't know what else she would do.
So
She's
what are
never
you
met a
taking
dog
Miku
before.
to him or?
No, he's gonna bring Kenji to my house because he is very territorial. So like what he likes to do all day is like watch the window. He sits in the window all day and just watches anything that goes by, animals, cars, people, whatever. That's his favorite thing to do. And he'll bark a lot if anything comes onto like the property. So, but and we don't really know like how to, fix that, because obviously that's not a good thing to be. I mean, it's good in a sense of, yeah, he'll protect, but also it's not in a way.
It's also a Shiba. What's a Shiba gonna do to protect anything?
He's got some sharp ass fucking teeth,
you
bro.
Punt a Shiba.
You can punt most dogs. It doesn't make any sense. But so we just don't think that would be a good idea to bring Miku there. Also, I think it might help if Miku's in her house instead of like when I brought her here. And
yeah, which didn't work very well.
Yeah, so we think it's just better to do that. So we're thinking of bringing his like crate and like putting him in the crate and then trying to have her like walk around. Right. But I don't even know if she'll do that. So I might have to just sit near the crate like holding her. But so we were planning on doing it on Saturday, but we might not, because we were looking it up, and then people were talking about a thing called like a scent exchange, and like taking a blanket that they sleep on and exchanging that, and then having them sleep on the other one so they get used to the smell first. So we might try that, though Ryan has not been putting a blanket under Kenji, because I specifically so Miku likes to like sit on my face, like she just likes to just right here suffocate me to death. And so because she used to do that when she was a little baby, so obviously not suffocating me to death, but now suffocating me.
Nia's not a big fan of doing anything that she used to do when she was a child. She is still a child, but like because she just used to crawl up on my chest and just pass out.
And she doesn't do that anymore?
She'll like jump up on...
I think it's funny that she burrows.
Oh yeah. She'll like jump up on my chest, but then like for like scritches. That's it. Like if I stop, like something, like I'll like wiggle her so she'll like lay down
Yeah,
on my
I do
chest.
this.
Because
Yeah.
like,
I do the same because it hurts when they're like standing there. So I'm like,
So,
I do
like-
the same exact thing.
but like she doesn't want to like stay there.
Miku will-
Unless I'm giving like scratching
Yeah,
her. But
Miku
then
will do the
once
same
I
thing.
stop, she'll be like,
Yeah,
and then she'll stand up and walk away, and I'm like,
Miku does the same thing.
but like
It's
she used to like just jump up on my chest and
Oh,
just
and
curl up
stay?
and sleep,
Yeah.
like without me even giving her attention. She used to just do that, and then
no.
no,
Damn.
I swear when I went to go take her to the vet to like to get fixed, like she became back a different cat. Like she does so many,
resents you.
she does so many things differently. Which is like I don't know something. I don't know what happened, but like I think it made her a different cat.
She resents you.
Yeah, apparently.
Like, I can't believe you do this to me. So then she doesn't want to sleep on your chest. She just wants to burrow in the blankets.
Yeah, but she'll still like when I go to bed, depending on like if I'm laying on my side or something, like she'll jump up on my bed and then lay down in a ball right on wherever I'm laying down, like where my stomach is, whichever side I'm leaning on.
Something.
So like
So
she
maybe
still
it's just
wants
not-
to be near me.
So maybe it's just not comfortable, and that's
knows?
just why she stopped doing it. She's
Maybe.
too big now, so it's just not as I don't know.
I've had her for a year now.
I've had Miku for
And
2
2 days.
years now. I don't know how many days.
Yeah, or
I think
3
it's
days.
like
I guess
2
now.
years and like a month maybe. But yeah, she'll like suffocate me. So the plan was because I feel like if I just put a blanket down with Kenji scent, she just won't go on it. But a way that I know she will is if the blanket's on me, she can't resist. She's gotta come. So she's gotta get on that blanket if she like
Unless
wants
she
to.
just stops doing it.
I guess that's true too. We don't
She
know.
could just be like, no.
If anything, I was just gonna like, you know, just grab her with it and just be like, you have to smell this.
Wrap it up on her.
But because of that, Ryan wanted to give me his crate blanket, and I said no because I'm going to put that on me. I don't want his fucking crate blanket. Like, why can't you either wash that blanket and then start over, versus like you don't know if he accidentally peed himself or
Right.
something, and like you'd have no idea because it dries, so like you wouldn't know. And then because I have a nice, because my desk setup's like here, and then I have a couch to my side, so I set up, and this is before I didn't even realize that I did this. I mean, obviously I realized I did it, but when we were talking about the scent exchange blanket, I didn't think about how I had this. I made her like a little pillow bed where I just like folded up one of my
Right.
throw blankets and put it there, and she lays there like while I'm working. So I already have that for him, but he's not really doing his part, so I don't know when it's happening.
I would give him shit, but also I would absolutely be like someone, because I do that with my own stuff where I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do this. And then 2 weeks go by and I'm
Yep.
like, and I'm thinking about it every day too, where I'm like, I should do this. And then you just never get
Yes.
around to it. And the next morning happens. You're like, I should do this. And then 2 weeks go by.
You're like, shit, how did this happen?
Yeah. Like literally did that the other day with my car's registration. It was overdue by a month. And I was just like, I guess I should do that today. And then I finally did that. And I did like 3 other things that were also supposed to be done.
Hey, at least you did it.
I also need to go get my passport renewed. It's not expired, but it does in November. So I gotta, and I'm not gonna. I don't think any passport thing's fast enough to get it back before it would expire anyway. But unless I pay $1 billion.
But just so you know, in case you decide to go on a last minute trip, you can't use a passport within 6 months of it
Oh, so I can anyway.
expiring.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. I mean, I can go to Canada because I have my license
Yes.
is an ID.
And you can go to
Yeah,
Mexico.
it's a passport. Oh, does it work for Mexico too? I thought it was only Canada. Oh, so it's just neighboring countries. So I could at least do that.
So I'm going to London. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess you figured that because I was asking you London questions.
How are you going? Where did that come from? Your aunt again?
Okay, so wait. So yes, it is because of my aunt. But you want to know like this weird
Fucking
story?
Ireland,
I'm
London,
paying for it. I'm paying for
Japan.
it. I'm paying for it. But so yeah, she has
I didn't care if you weren't paying for it. I just meant the fact that you get to fucking go all these places.
but you can just pay for it, and you could just
Well,
go
yeah,
too.
but like you're going on the same thing, right? Like so, like you're paying for it, but like it's already all planned out.
No, I'm just going. She's just there. We're going to a show, and we're having lunch one of the days.
Oh,
together.
so she's just there, but
And
you're
I'm
like,
just-
I'm just gonna go.
Yes.
Like not even same plane.
No, nothing.
Oh, all right.
It was originally because Ryan's going. It was originally that I was gonna go, and I was just gonna like, I can't think of what the word is, but be in her hotel room. Like I was just going to use her hotel and I was going to go, but she's busy with work. So I would just go do my own thing, but I would just get like free housing. But now Ryan's coming. So obviously I'm not doing that anymore.
Wow, way to ruin it, Ryan.
Okay.
Well, now you got to pay for a hotel room or get a hostel.
Yeah,
Hostels are cheap as fuck.
She bought our hotel room for Saturday, which is nice.
Just do hostels.
I don't want to do a hostel.
They're super clean. Saint Joseph.
I'm worried about being murdered.
You really don't have to.
Well, anyways,
I spent an entire week in one.
We're almost out of time. Let me just explain the story of why I'm specifically going. So she's been doing this for 2 or 3 years now because she always has some expo thing like for work, and it's always in London. Mm-hmm. So multiple years I have been able to go, but you know, something came up, the price was too expensive, whatever it is. She asked me again if I wanted to come, and I was like, yeah, like of course I would. I've never been to London, but like I don't know if I'm gonna like make it work and whatever. So I wasn't. And then so the plan was not. And then last week, I don't even know if it's been a full week yet. And mind you, this trip is in 3 weeks. You bought a
ticket 2 weeks before you were going?
3 weeks.
And it wasn't $1 billion?
$420.
Okay, so it was. Round trip or?
That round trip.
Okay, well.
That's not $1 billion. Every other flight, that was the cheapest flight. Every other flight is like $1,200.
Yeah,
so.
well, yeah, but it was probably way cheaper if you did it months out.
But I didn't know I was going. So anyways, so I was on TikTok and I saw a clip. Do you know who Danny Elfman is? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I saw a clip of Danny Elfman talking about the Beetlejuice theme. And he was talking about how, you know, the notes are off at a certain timing and like that's what gives it that unique sound, and it's like a hard thing to play. And he's talking about all the different sounds of the different instruments, and he's talking about how, you know, like some conductor didn't want to do it because it was too hard and blah blah. He's just talking about this. I usually read the comments of like any TikTok that's like long. Mm-hmm. I'll just read, and someone was saying like, oh, like Danny Elfman concerts are like amazing, like if you could go to one, go. And then I was like, okay. So I like Googled and Danny Elfman concert, and then the only thing that comes up is one in France, and I was like, oh man, like fuck. I guess not. Like, you know, right. I guess he's not touring that often. It's like a once in a while type thing. And then for some reason I decided to go to his website, I guess to see like later if he had something later in the year or something. Right. That's just showing me like a recent like one. And I go and I look at it, and I don't even know why it was showing the France one, because that's not the closest one. The closest one is his London show. So it was showing, it was that he had a show in London, which is a Tim Burton concert, which is what I want to hear from him, what I would go for. Mind you, all these other concerts that are there are not. This is the only one that was like, or the only one that's soon enough in the next coming months. Like they're just of his other stuff because he composes for so many different things. Right. It was a Tim Burton concert, and it happens to be in London at the exact same time that my aunt is going to London. So gotcha. I said, all right, I'm going. Like I can't. Such a weird, like, this is the only Tim Burton one that like it's while she's there. Right.
So what, are you going for a week?
I'm going for 3 days.
Okay.
3.5 days.
What, Friday and the weekend?
Wednesday night to Sunday night. But gotcha. The flight's at like 8 on Sunday, so we'd have to leave like much earlier. So it's like 3.5 days. Right. And the concert's on Saturday night. So.
Well, hopefully you don't either give yourself heat stroke or contract some random disease that makes you feel like you're dying for 5 days.
I don't think that will happen because it should be cold, but fingers crossed, I guess.
It could be the second thing.
You're right.
Still don't know what it was.
I think it was heat stroke, but
it could have been, but it also lasted for like 5 days, so
I think it does that.
Who knows?
I don't know.
Who's to say? Couldn't be me. But yeah, because you were asking me, and I was like, I don't know. I just went to all the like
because
locations.
Since it's so little of time, like I want to have.
I mean, I literally went to every landmark that I wanted to in the first day.
Okay.
And I just walked. Like I didn't want to take a cab because I wanted to also just kind of walk around the city in London and just see what it was all like. So I doing that, I came across like a few parks that were like really nice and had like ice cream stands. So I like chilled there for a little while and got some, you know. And then so like it let me see around the city more. Than just going straight towards. And I wasn't gonna do any tours or any of that shit. It was just to go see it.
I was thinking about the hop on, hop off bus, but
I never
that'd probably be it.
have much
Not
interest
like a
in those.
guided tour,
Yeah.
really.
And then the longest thing is I was like, fuck it, I'll go see Abbey Road. You know, the Beatles had the
Yes.
fucking and that was a fucking hike. Like that was
Really?
it was so far.
Oh. Not that I really, had any.
It's not
that I wanted to go
super
there.
worth it, but I was like, fuck it, I'm here. And I also thought I was only gonna be there for like 2 days, so I was like, I'll just go, whatever. I'm here. I don't know when I'll be back. But yeah, that was a while away, which sucked for that return walk. I figured out the train system back, because their train system's super convenient.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Chinatown is awesome, and it's not big. Like you were like, what were the names? Like honestly, you in 10 minutes you'd be able to walk around everywhere and you'd be able to find the places.
Yeah, we're going to a place.
The
there
Bao place had
for
a
lunch.
huge
line.
Yeah. So I don't know if it still will, but it did when I went
Where
there.
was your hotel?
It moved fast though.
What area?
The hostel was across the water from like everything.
What was it near? Like that's my problem of trying to pick what area is the best to like stay in. Or because obviously I'm looking by price, the closest I can to that. There's like a somewhat cheap one that's near Buckingham Palace. So obviously like that's good to be close to that.
It was right by the Shard.
Okay.
I was like, I know there was a landmark. I just couldn't remember what it was called. St. Christopher's Village. Very nice hostel. They're very, very cheap. It was like $15, $20 a night.
Are you staying on like bunk beds with other people?
So yeah, it's three
Israel
beds, 3 bunk beds, and then like there are curtains that you can close so nobody can see into the bed and everything, and then all your stuff you can put into a locker.
Yeah,
and
that's how it was in
lock it and
Israel.
everything. Yeah, it was fine. Honestly, some of the people were pretty chill. I actually was talking to some
I
of
don't
them.
like people.
Well,
I don't want to talk
so
to people.
The first day, some of the people were kind of chill, but they were talking to themselves, and like they had mentioned something or whatever, and then somebody else chimed in.
To each other?
Yeah.
When you say they're talking to themselves, I was like, okay,
no.
crazy people.
No. And then somebody
Sorry,
else.
I don't want to interrupt your conversation with yourself,
Yeah.
but like I just want to introduce
Somebody
myself.
else chimed in, so then I chimed in, and then because I had to stay longer, most of the people that were there the first day, because most people only stay for 1 or 2 days, left. And then because I was dying, I no longer wanted to talk to anyone, so then I just had the thing closed the entire time. Didn't have to talk to anybody.
I guess. It's harder when you're going with your boyfriend.
Yeah, but like it's
knock
so
on my
it's
curtain
super
if you
cheap.
need me.
Yeah,
I
but like
guess.
it's super cheap. Like it was like $20 a night.
I'll think about it.
So-
When I'm going through prices, I'll be like, is it worth it or should I just?
They were chill. And they're close to everything. It was literally a block from the Shard.
Yeah.
And then you just walk across the fucking bridge. Like you can walk across Tower Bridge.
You want to hear something wild?
What?
So my
Screwing
aunt.
myself over here.
This will be the last thing. My aunt paid for like our hotel Saturday, and because we're gonna stay in the same hotel as her, and so my cousin from Ireland, one of them, is coming to meet her because they're gonna go to a football game the next day. So she bought us a hotel room for Saturday, and then she bought him a hotel room for Sunday because that's when he gets there. And the difference of fucking price, it's one hotel. It's like she's not changing. Like this is the hotel. She got us the cheapest room they had like possible, like the economy double, like whatever, the cheapest little thing, $600 for one night. That Sunday, she got him a deluxe queen room, $300. Like literally the difference of just because it's Saturday. Like I was like, oh my god, thank God she's paying for this for us because. But like
hostels might be the move. I'm telling you.
Maybe because I was just trying to spend one paycheck. Like that's what I keep telling myself because it is so short, and like I don't usually like to travel for that little of time. But
you should just do it. Like whatever. They're clean. They're nice. You can literally go to the one I went to. It was very nice.
What if I get murdered?
You won't. There's so many other people in the room usually, and fucking you die. Blame your boyfriend.
Why am I blaming him? Should I blame the person
he's the
who
one
killed
supposed
me?
to protect you.
What
I
if he
guess.
dies too?
Well, he wasn't good at protecting you.
Okay.
Seems like a shitty job on his part.
Whatever. He's just up in his bunk bed and I get killed.
Yeah.
Maybe I should stay on the top bunk bed so then I'm the furthest away. But then I'm also the furthest from escaping. But I wouldn't run anyways.
Yeah, you we've already established you just deer in headlights.
That's true. Okay, top bunk bed it is.
Anyway, so yeah, enjoy London, I guess, and go to Tokyo Diner. Place fucking slaps.
Yes, I'll probably go there for my first dinner.
It's worth it. Anyway, yeah. Hey, thanks for watching this week's episode of the Vaguely Anime Podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, leave a review, like, follow. Check out Cat the Moonstar on Twitch. And you have 3 weeks.
Oh, cause yeah, 3.
To watch. What are we watching?
Blue Lock.
Blue Lock, right? To watch Blue Lock, a soccer anime. It's really good. So yeah, see you guys next week for whatever we talk about.
Okay, bye.
Bye.